Now we're in contract prior to contingencies being removed. Now we're in business. That's exciting, isn't it? But don't get too excited just yet. We have to go through a contingency time frame. The buyer will now secure their loan, have the inspections on the property, and review all of the reports and disclosures. This typically takes anywhere between 7 and 15 days, depending on what was initially agreed upon in the contract. In some cases, when you're dealing with a very desirable home that has multiple offers, we can negotiate better. There are no contingencies, but this isn't quite as common as we would like it. During the contingency timeframes, the buyer can back out of the home if they're not happy with what they've discovered in any of the reports, the disclosures, or the inspections that they've had done, unless otherwise stated. After reviewing the reports and having the inspections, this is typically when the buyer would be asking for repairs, or they could possibly be asking for credits for things that they found during these inspections. It's all going to depend, again, on what's in the contract. The buyer also has the option to back out of the deal if they choose, or if they have requested things that we cannot come to a mutual agreement between the buyer and the seller, they can also choose to back out. Also, for some reason, if they're not able to qualify for the loan, or if the home does not appraise and we cannot come up with a mutual agreed upon price regarding the appraisal, the buyer can also back out, unless they waive the appraisal. You need to understand that if a home does not appraise for the contractual amount, the lender will only loan the appraised value. And obviously, they take into consideration what the buyer is actually qualified for. Any additional money required would need to be made up by the buyer, or the seller would have to agree to the adjusted contractual price. Again, unless you have countered any of these contingencies and they are not made a part of the original contract or counteroffer, the buyer has the right to back out of the home. And as a seller, we cannot retain their deposit. This is why it's essential to hire an agent like myself who knows how to properly vet buyers and their offers, who asks the right questions and has the right conversations with the agent and the lender. The buyer's deposit is only at risk if they have officially removed their contingencies. So I always advise my clients not to start packing their bags until all contingencies have been removed. Also, be sure to get contingencies removed as soon as possible and stay within contractual timelines as much as you can. Once contingencies are removed, you'll feel a bit more relieved and have more assurance that the home sale is actually going to go through. You should be moving too. Watch below to see what's next and what to expect. And feel free to personally reach out to me or someone in my company so we can gather more detailed information about you, find out about what your needs are so we know how to properly serve and advise you. As always, Allison Moreau, broker owner of Real Connect Realty, where we create seamless connections in real estate tailored just for you. I look forward to our next connection, and until then, stay connected.